Welcome to Planning Phase Syndicate. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We have an amazing show planned for you. Sorry it's a few days late, but we had some sickness and wanted to make sure that everybody could make it, could still be on. Tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about the Michigan PQ, the new upcoming PQ this weekend in Michigan, as well as some of the other Week 10 analysis along with it. And we've got spoilers. We decided we're going to bunker down, try to push through some of these spoilers tonight. So let's kick it off. Bringing in JJ. No Giants. The way it should be. How are you tonight, sir?
Doing all right. Enjoying the postseason. It's been really interesting so far for what's going on. Sadly, the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl, which is a team I did not want to go, but it is what it is.
Fair enough. Also joining me on mic tonight is Alec, the bench warmer. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing okay. Just got back from some locals. Was playing on 1 Blue Force. That's always very fun.
On 1 Blue Force. There you go. You what you should have played at the PQ and you didn't.
Oh no, what I should have played at the PQ was like Boss Arcantown and just win it all.
Well, hopefully you all had a good weekend. And me and Alex and Sam got to hang out, though. I don't think we took any pictures this time. I think we were pictureless the whole weekend. I don't think we took any pictures. And I got up super early to drive out to Lansing and was there like a whole hour early thinking the roads would be bad. And of course they were not. So we played in a PQ this weekend, limited PQ, which is, I think, the last limited PQ in our area for this set. We have a sealed PQ coming up in Excel, Michigan, and Garden City. If you all would like to join, Alex and I will be streaming that this Saturday live for you all to see. So we're gonna, Alex and I are going to get to hang out and talk some Unlimited, and it's fun because we don't almost ever get to cast anything anymore. Like, we used to do this stuff for X-Wing, and now we don't do casting for X-Wing, and now it's nice to be able to actually cast for Swoop. So I'm actually excited, and it's limited on top of that. So today, what you're gonna all hear, I'll give you a preview of this weekend. Oh, I bet this guy's gonna play this, and Alex is gonna be like, "No, you don't know because it's a sealed deck, Chris. How do you don't know what he has?" And he's like, "No, I know he's gonna
doesn't
have
this. Super Laser Blast. I assure you.
It's a Sandcrawler. I'm telling you right now. He's got a Sandcrawler, and you're like, he's not even playing green, Chris. I know, but he's gonna play it out of aspect for 8. Anyway, so it'll be fun if you want. We will post links. I will spam everything Saturday morning in Discords as well as on Facebook if you still use Facebook. So I don't know. JJ, how was your weekend? No PQs for you, I take it?
No, sadly, we spent the entire weekend covered in snow. Unfortunately, the infrastructure over here is very, very poor for anybody who is in the North Carolina area. The second we get any sliver of snow, all of a sudden everything shuts down, and for good reason. I still have half of my complex covered in ice, and I had to drive out to the boondocks today for work because most of the roads were starting to thaw out. There were still large sections of road completely covered in snow where you couldn't tell where the road was. And you could tell a couple of cars missed the road because they accidentally drove into a ditch that they couldn't see because of the snow. So it was a bit treacherous going to work today. But yeah, sadly, no PQs for me or store showdowns for me, unfortunately, because of that. They're actually next weekend. We have a store championship over at Triangle Trading Cards, which if you're in the area, definitely go check them out. Newer store, but they've been running events pretty regularly and pretty good. And then the following week on Valentine's Day, we're going to have a planetary qualifier over at Atomic Empire. That's a much bigger store over in Durham. So again, if you're in the area, definitely go check out.
You have store. No obligations on Valentine's Day.
Exactly. I mean, the PQs over there usually are like over 100 players, so it's a pretty significant event. So definitely check it out.
Are you going?
No.
Why not?
I gotta save my points for Adepticon, brother. Gotta do it.
Your points?
Life points.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, speaking of Adepticon, you should put an episode together, JJ, for X-Wing, like preview for Adepticon. We should probably do that. So
Yeah,
we claim we do those things, and we haven't done an X-Wing episode in almost a year now. So
yeah, absolutely, man.
So there you go. I will rely on you. You pull together an episode, and I will host it, and maybe we'll get some fun people on. So. But with that being said, let's kick the show off. We're going to talk first about the Michigan PQ. As you can see, here's the leaderboard. We had a Han Yellow, which you're going to see a trend of Han Yellows today made it. I don't know what to say other than I wish I had got paired with him. He's a really nice guy, though. He's the gentleman that I beat last PQ with my Vader deck into his Han Blue. So he's been playing. This guy's been playing Han at like every PQ, I think, for at least the last 2 sets. I'm pretty sure. So,
Man, that sounds boring.
yeah, but I mean, well, if that's what floats his boat, then whatever.
What are you gonna come up with?
Normal things people do. Gross.
Yeah.
Go.
But either which way,
Right.
so you can see that was the Anakin Data Vault came in second, which is hilarious because we thought that the deck was going to disappear. And I'll be honest with you, I had to that's what I lost to in top 8. And then I guess I have not had to practice against a Anakin Data Vault to save my life. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been interesting to see the Han Yellow definitely make a trend. That's something I've been seeing locally too. A lot of people trying out there. Turns out, Han has a lot of great uses against some of the stuff that we see so far between like the Set 2 Han, as well as like the Yoda decks as well. It's done pretty well. It's okay versus control. If you can get Han going on early, you can ramp up pretty well, and you can do a lot of damage early on if your opponent can't control your space or even your ground units. So I think it's a pretty viable deck so far. It's pretty nice to see Han come out, although there's probably too many Hans, huh?
Probably too many Hans. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, we'll throw to Sam right now. Oh, wait.
Sam is not here tonight. Also, shout out to our buddy Ton of Fun, Kevin, making top 3 with his Sabine Tarkintown deck, which I'm happy I didn't have to play. Also, another local buddy of mine, Eric, came in 4th with his Han ECL. And Mike Rice finally making the leaderboard, another local of ours that we got to hang out with today, so that was fun.
I actually played the guy in 5th running Cad Tarkentown. He's from Chicago. He drove up.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
he's
think
taking my Qui-Gon deck back.
he was the only undefeated of the tournament. So
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he beat me.
Yeah.
It was close, but he got me.
yeah, and of course I ran Deidre Blue. So anybody that says Deidre Blue can only be ran by Duncan is incorrect. So ironically,
But can Duncan run Trench? That's the question.
Well, I'm going to ask Duncan about that because ironically enough, Duncan also top 8'd with Deidre Blue this weekend. So just saying, I actually was talking with Duncan in a private chat about the deck and like we going through things I wanted to change. And he's like, don't do that. Don't do this one. This is why I tested this. And so my deck, I did have some variations to Duncan's. Like I had a second Annihilator and stuff like that. But it was pretty close to the one Duncan ran, and it was super, super fun to make everybody feel very sad for the day.
I don't know. I like playing against Control. It would have been fun.
I know. Alex and I, this is the first PQ Alex and I have not got paired up at. We've got
True.
paired up in every PQ that we've played together in, except for this one.
So wait, are you saying that's the only way you can make top 8 is if you don't play Alex?
But no, like I've eliminated him at a top 8, and then we met at like the finals of the last PQ.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I beat at the first PQ JJ. I beat Alex and Swiss, and then Alex beat
threw
me.
the game.
You did not throw the game.
I could have just played Change of Heart, got my Han back. You would never have that from Palpatine. I just win from there.
But you did. So
I know, because
you made a mistake.
that's what I mean. I threw the game.
But and then the next PQ, I beat Alex and Swiss again, and then in top 8 or top 2 or whatever the hell I don't know
Yeah,
what
the
the finals. Alex won that one. So
sort of.
And then this PQ, we didn't get paired up together. So
Also, shout out to the guy at 8th who got there with Poe Dadavolt, who only had one red Poe in his deck because he had he borrows it from his buddies and his buddy was using it in his deck, so he just had one red Poe.
which is sad because I had Poes. I wish he would have asked me. I would have actually let him borrow my Poes. I had Poes in my box in the car. He could have borrowed them.
Yeah, everyone's just like, man, this guy's going crazy. This is like a Poe deck that also plays like ground units. So it's just like throwing people off.
So that was the top 8. This
The only
was
non-red one in top 8 won. Every other deck had red.
that's true.
Just like FFG didn't want.
So this was my deck. I added Bombing Run's main deck here. I added a crate because I like to play crate dragons, and I thought that it would be important.
Better under control.
Yeah, and I figured I'd play some control this weekend, so which I did not play control, ironically enough. So yeah, I think there was a few other control decks there, but I did not get paired into them. So I played a Han 1 or a Han 4 pilot deck. The first round, the second round, I don't remember who I played the second round. Man, it's not even been like 4 days. What did I play second round? Alex, what did I play second round? Come on.
I don't know.
You should know these.
Why would I know this? Do you want to go through your deck? Do you want me to go through your deck?
I'll tell you what.
If I went through your deck.
Yeah, I'll go through.
JJ can go through your deck while you try to find it.
So essentially I have 3 daring raids, 1 restock, 3 top targets, 3 entrenched, 1 tech, 3 clients, 2 knowledge and defense, 3 open fires, 3 power of the dark sides, 3 condemned, 3 fell the dragons, 2 pillage, 3 takedown, 3 vigilance, 2 bombing run, 3 no glory, no results, 1 bounty hunter crew, 2 emperor palpatines, and yes, I use my fancy expensive ones in the deck. 2 is 2 Snokes, 3 super laser blasts, 2 Avengers, 1 crate dragon, and 2 annihilators. Because I will not run a deck without 2 annihilators. I think I've just made the decision.
Yeah, why would you run 1?
That's what Duncan was doing, and he
what
said,
if they remove it? What if you have to resource it?
That's why I ran 2. So because I resourced an annihilator multiple times.
I mean, I've smuggled out annihilators for 13. Don't get me wrong, but like, I'd rather have 2.
Yep, I would too. It just makes it easier. My sideboard was a second restock, 2 Bazines, 2 let's call it wars, 2 perilous position, 1 bounty hunter crew, the second one, and 2 hyperspace disasters, which I put in there and then didn't need them. So that sucks because that would have been 2 extra spots for something else. But
really,
yeah, I played 1 space deck, and when I sided them in for him. And then never the second game 2, I never saw it. Game 3, when I saw it, I was in control. There was I could play it to kill the 1 unit he had. It seemed silly to me to do that. I will tell you, I made a mistake against James though. I played an Avenger. It killed something of his. He had a crack shot V-wing.
Second round.
Yeah.
Or that was your play first.
That was my first round, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
And then James, I played an entrenched. Oh, he played a sudden ferocity on his red V-wing, and then I played an entrenched on top of it, and he killed my Avenger. And I didn't even see it did trade, but I didn't even see that coming. I was just like, oh, that was a good play, man. I was like, good job. He's like, yeah, I don't know why you did that.
Swings for 8 kills your thing that swings for 8. Is 8 health weird?
I didn't even just.
I hate you now, but great play.
I could have just
trench it.
I literally could have just claimed and swung in with it, and it just would have killed it, and then I would have got 8 damage on base. But I mean, that was definitely like a oh shit, Chris, you just messed up.
Way to show off.
What round was this?
That was round 1.
Okay, you're shaking off the rust. That's excusable.
Yeah. Shake off the rust, or you're being drained. If it happened in the middle of the round,
Yeah. I do think in fairness, I was probably in control that game, so it didn't really matter that much. But
so the double main deck pillage, is that just against Han 1s basically, or does it come into play against more things?
I All right, so
'Cause
I use it
side
against.
mine.
I would side them normally, but I put them in here because of the Han ones that I thought we would see, and we didn't see anything. So then it went into the Han 2s. So I played 2 Han 2s this weekend, at least. No, I played 3, and I used it in
Lucky.
those games, and I use it as more of an end game type thing. So if I see it early, it just kind of gets resource, and I don't care about it unless it's Han 1. Then I use it. But other than that, I use it towards late game because it strips their hand. So like, for example, against Ryan, it was like, oh, I'm gonna pillage you. He had 6 cards in hand. Now you got 4 left. So, like, it's not.
Take that, aggressive negotiations.
Well, he did aggressive negotiations me, yes, with his Grogu of all things too.
Just like the movies.
Yeah, which I should have just killed his Grogu, and I didn't kill the Grogu, and I just completely missed the aggressive negotiation tactic. So no, so you were right though. The Han 2 or the Han 1 was actually my second round. My round 1 was Slimore green.
Right.
That's what it was. So that was James. James played that. So yeah.
And Chris, local, he got top 8 in Ohio with Green Slimore.
Yes, and I think I felt bad for James because like James and I get paired up a lot. I think in PQs, like I think I played James more than I played Alex now. And like I don't even know why, like it's not on purpose, but and he's a really nice guy, and we sat down and I was like, I like your deck. I don't know what's in your deck, but I really like your deck. And like towards the end, like after I won the third game, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna reiterate, I do like your deck, just so you know, like I know this beat you, but I do genuinely like your deck. Like I think your deck is really cool.
I believe he played hard control next round, and that was another loss for him.
Yeah, he probably didn't like that then. But yeah, he got the first game. He actually played is it I Am the Senate? Is that what that is? He played I Am the Senate on me, and I was like, oh, cool.
Oh, Chris
All
played
right.
I Am the Senate on me 3 times in one game.
And I didn't
Played it on me
know
7 times in our series of games. It was great.
Holy crap! Dang.
Hey, I decided in bombing runs, so just probably a hate crime. No, not a hate crime, a war crime. Just a bombing run an entire
Chopper
Senate.
crime.
Yeah. Well, and I had the bombing runs too. Like I just didn't have it game 1, but game 2 and 3 I had it. So yeah, so that was my deck. So I like I said, I mean, I like the pillage. I'll be honest with you. I probably wouldn't not run this deck without pillage. At least right now. After rotation, all this deck disappears. So I don't know what I'll play with Deidre. I've been kind of eyeing Deidre Green just because I still think Deidre's mechanic is pretty cool. But I ended up with 2 Prestige Queen Amidala foils. So like, I was like, they're actually worth something now, thank God. But outside of that, like, and I got a Morgan Elsbeth showcase, so I think I have 2 of those now.
I'll trade you an Akbar for that.
I have an Akbar though. So I don't need an Akbar.
My buddy opened an Akbar yesterday, and I bought it off of him. And then I came home, and I'm like, "Oh right, I already own an Akbar." Great.
Yeah, that was the one I got off my nephew when he was trying to start his own collection. So, excuse me. So yeah, so I don't know. It was a fun weekend. I've also played. I also played the Han 2 Han 2 ECL, and I lost to that. And then I played 2 Han 2 Blues, and then I drew my 6th round into the Anakin, which somehow got paired up to him in top 8, and I don't know how that happened. I don't think that was correct, personally.
They messed up the pairings for top 8.
Which is fine, I guess. I mean, I was going to get paired into Eric, which was my only loss for the day, so I like at least this deck I didn't know what to expect and thought maybe I had a chance, but I don't know. Either way, it was a fun weekend. Alex, you ran large guy Obi Qui-Gon.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person that would throw an entire tournament meme on people, and I did. I played the gift box giant Qui-Gon card because it's legal, and I could. And I also like very much enjoy the deck because it's just really wild. It does lose to like faster aggro in like the second time someone plays Great Dragon, because usually at that point I'm dropping like 17 to 20 resources a turn. So then I die immediately. It's great. Suicide by Great Dragon is very fun.
It probably happens quite a bit because you play Ahsoka bounce, you play this bounce.
Oh yeah, you play like home
bounce.
1, you pick something big out of your discard pile, you pick up home 1 and drop Caloran and play something else. You're at like 24 resources. I can pretty much if I was at like 16 resources, I'm pretty sure I could one-shot myself with a Krayt Dragon at 0 health. But anyways, so it's Qui-Gon green because it's funny. I still think blue's probably the way to go, but green has Yoda, and that's really funny to me. Also, I just wanted to have fun, which is why some of these cards are in here. It's great.
It's you got Yoda and you got home once, right? You don't get that in blue. In blue, we don't get any of that stuff.
And I got Calorans and Queens. It's great. Yeah, so this deck is double Kid Anakin pilot because the low drops are not good because I don't want Jedi Counselor because I'm spending the Force with Qui-Gon more so than trying to drop units early, which is also like antithetical to Qui-Gon because like I don't want to drop big units early and replace them with smaller units on curve. So yeah, 2 Kid Anakin pilots because he's a Force. And he has 3 health, which is more important because the spies can't kill him. And Karis is getting annoying. Triple Shadow Grogu. He's also funny. Triple Gunji, because that's good. Double Mysterious Hermit. That's the 1/4 Ambush Force unit. Because I need low drops. And then triple Youngling Padawan. I also have triple Sneak Attack. 1 Twilight Ahsoka, because she's the one that ambushes if they have more units than you. When you pick up your own unit, you're not really adding to your pool. So you get the ambush off more frequently. Triple Blue Leader, triple Obi-Wan Green, double of Ernestra Rowe, triple 4-drop Ahsoka, the discard a hand, which people learn to hate because I would just play that 4 turns in a row because I just pick it back up. Triple Bright Hope, double Typho, double Plo Koon, triple Queen Amidala, triple Dappa, double main deck Change of Heart because you just steal their stuff, swing with it, and pop it in their hand and replace it with a good unit. Double Caloran, a single intro battle Hoth Luke, which is hilarious and very fun and actually kind of useful in the deck. Double Qui-Gon, double Home 1, double Yoda. In the sideboard, I have triple Bamboozle, triple Waylay, double Blue Ace, the 3rd Home 1, and the 3rd Yoda. Tanner, you gave me the dirtiest look when I said that Luke is kind of useful.
Sure. He's useful, I guess.
Hey, he does 3 damage to a ground unit when played. Also, when you have Caloran out, you kind of want to drop something that's not Caloran, so you don't kill one of them. And Luke is pretty good.
Yep. And
Also,
he's got Restore 1. Yeah, so like he does have the Restore on him. He's just expensive for what he is.
Yeah, he's blue Luke at home if they balance him incorrectly.
Yeah.
But also like play Yoda, heal 5, blow something up, swing with the Force unit, pick Yoda back up, put something down. If it's a Queen Amidala, you do even more damage. Or like a Caloran, you do even more damage because you replace first. And you just double trigger Yoda every turn and then just heal 5 every turn. Or play home 1 and just play bigger and bigger and bigger units from your discard pile because you keep picking it up every turn and keep playing it. And like I mentioned earlier, like just play Ahsoka 4 turns in a row.
Yeah, I do like the Ahsoka. I had her in my blue one for a little while just because she was fun to get off.
Oh, you can sneak attack her in on turn 2 and then pick her back up and replace her and just strip their early game hand and you're off to the races.
Yeah, I think the only thing that you have that interacts with the Force, right, is just Yoda, correct?
I mean, I guess for Nestra to ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I rarely use that. Is literally just use the Force to pick up Qui-Gon. Or for Qui-Gon. I have done like sneak attack, green Luke out, swing for 6, restore 2, after doing 3 damage, pick it up and place like Deppa and like ambush Deppa, then flip Qui-Gon, swing with Qui-Gon, pick Deppa up and drop Plo Koon. Or like Queen Amidala, their board's just gone.
Yeah, I'd say I would have liked to play you, except for I hate those Queen Amidalas. Those things suck.
Oh, I will gladly take the damage on my units. I'll just pick them back up.
Yeah, the funny thing is
Play Ahsoka.
I don't actually like it. That was the I think that's like the conundrum everybody has when they play against Deidre is like, do you take the damage or not? It's like, I think the answer is always, is your unit going to die? Do you have multiple units?
Yeah, I was about to say, do you care if your unit dies?
You don't. Then take the damage. And like that was what the Anakin guy did very well. Actually, is he made better decisions on when not to let me pick up the cards most of the time. There was a couple of times I top decked something and like he was like, you top decked that, didn't you? I was like, yep, sorry, like thank you. That I didn't have anything to play and this helped me. But yeah, that's like everybody was very scared. Like either they like would kill their units or they would let me draw a million cards.
What?
So
I mean, a majority of the time, if I'm not playing Qui-Gon, it's just like, yeah, I can afford to do damage. Like if you kill my unit, you kill my unit, I guess. But like,
yeah.
Denying you cards is pretty nice.
Yeah, the one thing I learned too with Queen Amidala is the way bombing on works is she just throws the damage the damage over and it doesn't matter. So
same with Overwhelming Barrage.
So I was like, oh, okay, well that does suck. I don't play Overwhelming Barrage in my deck though.
Yeah.
I did have a Deidre actually swing to base for like 14 or 16 damage once.
Damn.
So
Aggressive negotiations.
nope. I just swung the base. They didn't kill Deidre.
Oh, you meant over the course of the game. That's funny.
The one game they just didn't kill her and like they didn't play a ground unit. They were only playing space units. So I was like, all right, well I guess I'm just gonna take the free damage to base because at some point it'll matter.
But yeah, what if you just played Queen Amidala like 3 turns in a row instead?
If you play Queen Amidala 3 turns in a row, I would cry. I would. Well, hopefully, I would be able to board wipe you, and that you would be the pillage guy. You would be my pillage guy. Just so you know, when you ask why the pillages are in there, if I had to play you, I would be pillaging the shit out of you.
But I'm not like losing cards in my hand. I'm just replacing them, so my hand's normal. I'm not playing a lot of cards, and I draw cards from Bright Hope.
Yeah. Like, oh, you have home one, boom, gone. You don't get that card anymore. Oh, you have Queen Amidala. Yep, that could go in the discard pile. Thank you. Bazines too. I guess I can't pick which cards you discard. But.
Yeah, this deck doesn't mind like with the home ones reoccurring everything from your discard pile, right? Like it's actually like minorly inconsequential.
Yeah.
And then like Caloran digs so deep into your deck, and playing Caloran every turn is really nasty.
Yeah, I think the bigger thing would be is if you get your home one annihilated, right? Like that would suck.
Yeah,
It's happened before.
So. Which I think that would be the play is, are you going to play Ahsoka or are you going to play home one? Which one am I going to get to annihilate today? And I had to play
home one into Ahsoka.
Yeah, when I played Stan Azuski in our third game, and our third game went like all the way to the end, but he had all 3 crate dragons in hand. And I annihilated 1 crate dragon and took all of them.
Yep.
And I was like, sorry, that probably feels really bad. Because like you can't resource it. Unless you're running tech, you can't resource it, which is funny. Like
you're not doing that.
Maybe they should. Maybe tech should be in the sideboard for those Hans, just for the control, right? Because like if you bring out, I guess I can still kill tech, but like
right, like that was the other thing. You just kill it first. But yeah, I mean, the Qui-Gon deck is super fun. If like anyone actually like wants to try it, it is all about like correct sequencing and just getting like massive advantage off stuff. But it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Also, like sneak attacking in a home one, like 2 play in Ahsoka at a discard pile at 8 resources is really funny.
Did you ever run out of the Force where you just didn't have the Force to use?
Very like occasionally. I really try not to, which is why so many of them have ambush, so you just kind of get it back. But yeah, I mean, there's times that I just get taken off Force. Queen Amidala doesn't generate the Force, so if I just have a bunch of queens out, not really doing much.
Yeah, or Typho. Typho doesn't generate the Force.
Right. Or if I'm just going to town with a Kid Anakin and Blue Leader,
That's true too, I suppose. But I think you win that.
5.
I think you win that game if that's the case.
If you put it on the ground, it swings for 7, which I've done before.
I'll just no Gloria. Don't worry. All right. So let's move on from the Michigan PQ. Let's talk a little bit about PQs this weekend. We had quite a few of them happen. As you can see from the meta distribution, there's way too many Hans. As Han won absolutely everything except for one Yoda and one Kira won. So yeah, that's
The
super
irony.
fun. Yeah. Yeah. Sam's not here to talk about why there's too many Han Solo. A Han won, Tarkin Town won. There you go. So
A Han won, ECL won as well.
yeah.
See, like, I'm fine with shit like that, right? Like, whatever. That's cool to me.
Yeah, so obviously very heavy Han weekend, and I think all right, so I think some of this goes into, right, we got to talk a little bit about Milwaukee because Milwaukee's coming up, and that's like huge. Like, can you tech against all of the Hans at once? And if you do, what are you losing? Like, what do you lose resources to? And like, we're not going to talk about that tonight, but that's going to be on the agenda to actually talk a little bit about is like what beats some of these Hans. Because yeah, you're right. The Han 2 ECL is like a big thing, but it doesn't like Cad Bane's, right? Like Cad Bane has had a good time with it, but then Cad Bane hates Yoda, and it's just kind of like a circular pattern, right? So do you just play hard control and just hope you can kill all of them, you know, because it's just Han, you know? That's my theory is everybody should just play hard control in Milwaukee.
Funny.
I would have a great I would
love that.
I'd like it would be the best time in the world for me. So
See, I played against hard control with the Qui-Gon deck in like round 4, right? And it was like Ida and Dadavolt, and it's super fun. Like,
all I know
I
is
like
that
it in Dadavolt. What do you say, JJ?
you guys, if our listeners who are going to Milwaukee end up taking hard control and you win, please give a shout out to the podcast when they interview you at the end and be like, you know what, I would have never won Milwaukee if it wasn't for planning.
Planning phase told me to bring hard control. Oh, that should be a good t-shirt.
It was Emperor Palpatine all along. Somehow he returned.
But yeah, no, I played against hard control at the PQ. Incredibly close games. You know, he's just like, wow, this is wildly fun. The Qui-Gon's weird. I stumped the level 2 judge. That was cool. And we played, and afterwards I'm like, hell yeah, hard control. And he's like, that's not usually the response I get. I'm like, I know, I enjoy it. It's like a giant puzzle for me to try to figure out, and like with a timer, right? Like if I don't get it by 13 resources, I'm like assuredly dead. So it's
Yeah.
all like a massive puzzle for me to try to figure out how I can do that, or if I can do that.
yeah, Stan
And I like
Azuski had to have that puzzle too because he gave me a run for my money. Holy crap with that on 2 deck. So, yeah, the aggressive negotiation sometimes with the Grogu just.
Oh, see, like when I was practicing, like by Palp Tarkin Town against like Justin's like Han Blue Force, he would always just like hold on to both aggressive negotiations after just accumulating this wide hand. So I learned. I'm like, oh right, that's a thing. Let's just kill all of his units instead.
Yeah, let's fix that.
Let's just play confidence victory and win.
Yeah. So yeah, so we've had quite a few. So as you can see there, I mean, those are the numbers. Those are kind of the winning decks. If you kind of go through here, you could kind of see where all the decks. One, the Kira that took 105 person down in Sao Paulo. Is that how you say that? Sao Paulo? How do you say that,
Yeah,
JJ?
Sao Paulo. Yeah.
Sao Paulo. Okay.
You're
So-
on the limit. Yep.
Well, I got made fun of quite a bit on Saturday because I don't know how to pronounce things. So, I'm just making sure.
No, we were yelling at you to finally just pronounce Padme correctly.
No, Padme. Padme. Ooh, I'm gonna do that now. Padme.
Yeah, there you go. Sounds like a
So-
winner.
Hey, it is worth noting that like the Han 1 ECL and a Han Blue Force, if you combine both their PQs, it's 34 people.
Sure, you're right. There's some
Yeah,
of
so
them.
it's-
They're down a
Some
little
of them
bit lower.
are, let's say,
Actions.
below the threshold in which they give out points.
That's fair. So it is what it is. It's just
Yeah, I mean, like it's still data. It's just
Yeah.
Well, you look at that one, it's like, well, way to go, South Korea. You had 15 people.
yeah. So all right, so let's cover a couple of lists I thought were pretty cool. We are going to cover the Poe list. So when we get to Poe, I'll let Alex cover the Poe list when we
Yay.
get there. So the first one we have is Sabay Dadavolt came in third in a German computer. Man, I'm just off my game tonight in the German PQ.
Pretty sure
JJ,
that's
you know
called
what?
Craft work.
JJ, why don't you cover this list?
JJ, save us, help. You're our only hope.
All right, so this is a Bay and the Top Vault list here. We got 3 copies of the Yellow A-Wing, 3 PD1s, 3 Cartel Turncoats, 3 Republic Y-Wings, 3 copies of the Wolf Escorts, 3 Hotshot Blasters, 2 Jar Jar Binks, 3 Leias, 3 copies of Faith in Your Friends, 3 Surprise Strikes, 3 of the Blue Leaders, 3 copies of Bochek
Hell
Pilot.
yeah.
Then we got 3 copies of the standard Millennium Falcons, the pilot one and the ambush one, or the resource one. Got 3 sanctioner shuttles, 2 spare the targets, 1 for figure of Unity. Yeah, in 3 Kiras, 2 Chewbacca pilots, 3 Han Solo pilots, 1 Lightmaker, 2 Plo Koons, and 3 Padme Amidala's. And then on the sideboard, we got 2 Confiscates, 2 Gem Communications, 2 Bamboozles, 1 Spark of the Rebellion, 2 Outmaneuvers, and 1
Commandeer.
Commandeer. There you go. So this is really interesting, actually. This Sabay deck is really low to the ground, which typically is what you want with Sabay. She tends to play fast, and you have a lot of good units that you can start building up with there. Cartel Turncoat, definitely a really nice starting card for this one, just being able to punch pretty decently early on. You're not too worried about having your opponent collect the bounty as you're just trying to build up that momentum and deal a lot of damage quickly. Bochek is pretty nice as well. You do have, I would say, more than half of your deck are odd numbers, so you have a pretty good chance of getting that out there. I mean, you don't have, the only 4 costs you have is Kira, and then you just have just a handful of odds with.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much for my comfort because it is.
But
14?
when it works, it works.
Oh yeah. It's just if you didn't have like, I don't know, 1 Kira and 1 Leia, it'd be a lot safer. But like,
yeah,
I mean, you're drawing 1 card on average, which is probably fine.
I don't think
exactly.
I don't think you actually need the 3 Leias either. Like, I don't know. Like, you probably want the Kiras.
Turn 1 play as well if you like play Leia ready a resource and play like a Y-wing.
It is. We've moved away from it in the other decks, but it's just, I don't know.
Hey, like Azaz is nice sometimes.
Yeah, and I would definitely love to see Figure of Unity go on the pilot Falcon along with Chewie. That would be just disgusting. And I mean, it's really good. I mean, this plays really fast, really quick, low to the ground, and you just race your opponent to damage. That's it.
Oh, it is Data Vault. You're fine with that, Boshak.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, the math is fine with 10 extra cards.
Yeah, the only question I have a couple of things. The question is, can you do this in a 30 health deck and do the same thing? And if so, then why the hell even bother? Who cares about the 3 health? Like, the green is fine. Like, I actually don't disagree with the green, because those queens can just like, they could just be so insanely good with it. But like,
only 2 Chewbaccas is kind of weird in the Data Vault deck.
Yeah, exactly. And we have 3 of the White Falcons too, and I hate that stupid card. I think it's dumb, but I like this deck. I think it needs a little bit more Saboteur, and like, I mean, you could play Typhos in this deck too, and there's no Typhos, right? Like, Typho
lose out on the Boshak.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, but I think my bigger thing with this is like, I would look to, could I run a 50 card deck or 52 card deck and not care about the 3 health? Because typically Sabay does not care that much, and there's nothing in here that negates Sentinels either. Like, you have 2 spare the targets. Like, that's probably a problem because you're not going to see that in a 60 card deck as easily.
And I guess you kind of, I mean, you have the Sanctuary Shuttle, which can remove the lowered Sentinels if they have that, and PD1 gives you a Saboteur. But yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, I would replace the Surprise Strikes with like Breaking In.
Yep. That's what I have in my red one, is that I have Breaking Ins instead of Surprise. I have the surprise strikes on the side, ironically enough, and breaking ins in the main. And then if you don't play Sentinel, I just swap them in, and it just makes me win faster. But
You might also be getting away with like punch it, given like the sheer amount of vehicles you have. Because like the triple hotshot blaster is a little bit weird to me. I mean, it's probably for Sabe herself, or maybe Queen Amidala or something. But triple seems to be a lot for a deck that's mostly space.
yeah, like I would almost rather have Unveiled Might, actually, to be perfectly honest with you, because when she flips, you can play Unveiled Might, and on anything, it doesn't matter what you play it on, right? So if they have a Sentinel down there, I would also be playing, what's that stupid Ascension Cable. I would be playing Ascension Cable in this deck too, because
You actually do see that pretty frequently in Sabe decks.
like it's a great move inside of like especially this type of a deck. Like that's what I would be doing. So I do like the Jar Jars being in there, because I guess that kind of makes sense. You can play her and Jar Jar the same turn. And I guess you can hotshot blaster her. I don't know. It's making up for the Sudden Ferocity you don't have, but I'm not sold on the Light Maker either. I guess I think the one of Light Maker just goes away. I don't think you need that. But I would have I probably would dump those Falcons and have like 3 waylays in here, as well as the spare the targets, or 3 spare the targets and 2 waylays.
Or cut it down.
Yeah. Okay.
Or cut it down.
Agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. I can agree with that.
Yeah. If we went down to a 50 card deck, you could do that too.
Like for me, I think I think having Jar Jar really works, especially if you already have a figure Unity out on there for like a really big unit. I think that would help you get through any Sentinel piece that might be there, or if they have it unguarded, like on space, just having that one big punch there to have boosted up with the Raid 1 and the +2 from Jar Jar is potentially a game winner there. Especially if you get a claim immediately and they can't do anything for you. I think it's worth having that there. And like, especially if you could do it like on Chewbacca, right? Like they can't like power the dark sided or something like that, you know? So I think it's worth having that there in a 50 card deck. But I do agree having waylays definitely would be probably necessary. You cut it down in a 50 card deck for sure. Now,
well, if I go to 50 cards, I don't put 3 waylay in. If I go to 50 cards, I don't need 3 waylay. If I'm at 60 cards, I want 3 waylay, or 2 at minimum.
Down on the turn 1 place?
Absolutely not. In this deck, I would immediately cut those stupid white Falcons. Like I think that's what I would cut. Like I understand why people like them, but I do not like the Falcons. I don't like the Light Maker. I don't like those Falcons. I don't like the Figurative Unity either, if we're being honest with you. But that's just I don't understand a one of Figurative Unity. I don't think that
it hits right at home for me, man.
I'm sure it does, and I'm
I'll
sure
run
you're
15 cards, and I'll have Figure Unity as my 51st card.
okay. That's sure. You can absolutely do that, but in this deck, like I would never do. Like I'm replacing that card for something else. Like if I want to run 61 cards, I would play it, but I don't think Figurative Unity in this deck is needed, and I wouldn't have those Falcons in there either. So, I'll be honest, I probably would cut the Hotshot Blasters too, if we're being honest. But that's just me. I think it's a crutch people rely on too much.
I agree with that.
So, but yeah. So my cuts would be get rid of the Hotshot Blasters and go with the Ascension Cables, or go with like Unveiled Might, one of those. But Unveiled Might doesn't help your Bochet numbers, so you probably go Ascension Cables, a couple Ascension Cables in there, dump the Figure of Unity, dump the Falcons, dump the Light Maker, add another Chewbacca in there for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
And I might even add a third Plo Koon. I don't know. I haven't ever played a green version of this, so this is hard for me to determine what I would put in there. Maybe Ebon Hawks. Would you put Ebon Hawks in?
I love Ebon Hawk.
Because if you're going to run this many cards in a deck, Ebon Hawk makes sense, right? Like, because that's what we used to run. Oh, I know what I would run. I'm dumb. Why wouldn't we just put the 4 or 5 transport in there?
Oh
The
yeah,
legendary.
yeah, the legendary. Yeah, that's true.
I don't remember his name. I play this card all the time.
The
How
AT
do
Hall.
AT Hauler? Thank you.
Oh, the stolen hauler.
Yes, I would put stolen haulers in. I would not put this stupid Falcon in. I would immediately put the stolen haulers in. That's actually a change I would make. So I would put 3 waylay and at least 2 stolen haulers, if not 3, in there. So there you go. That's enough on that deck, though. So we have a Poe Data Vault that made a top 8 at a PQ. Alex, let's talk about this deck.
Yeah. Poe Data Vault. And I know I already buried the lead there with the 1 Poe, but it's still a really cool deck. So it's got 3 heroic sacks, double timely intervention, triple Anakin's interceptor. Sure. Triple red, triple 2-cost Black Hope, I should say. Triple Green Squadron A-Wing, double Jar Jar, triple Karis, double Luke Pilot, double Mina, triple Phoenix Squadron A-Wing, triple Blue Leader, double the Green Leia. That's the attack. Get a restore, you get bonuses. Triple Red 5, triple Sabine's Masterpiece, triple For a Cause, triple Open Fire, triple Sudden Veracity, triple K2SO, triple Chewbacca, triple main deck Kit Fisto's Aether Sprite. I love it. A single red Poe because he doesn't have enough. Double Wrecker and double Radis. I love me the Radis when your leader's a Resistance pilot already. Then you get in the sideboard, you have triple Jedi Starfighter, double the Outer Rim Constable, double Trade Route Taxation, double Kaz, and a single U-Wing Reinforcement. I mean, it's just fun. It's just good tempo. I mean, Poe does both things, right? You know, first turn, preferably black 1. Second turn, shove Poe on the black 1, do some work, play like a Green Squadron A-Wing or whatever. You know, next turn, swing with Poe, do things, jump Poe onto the A-Wing, do things, and play another 2-cost unit or Jar Jar or whatever, and, you know, just get a lot of advantage. A lot of high attack units, like relatively, right? Like you get the Phoenix Squadron, the Luke pilots, all that kind of stuff. A lot of pilots.
Yeah.
Always fun. So.
And he does have quite a few low-cost ships, so he has the ability to put Poe on ships pretty easily, I think. That would be my guess. Like, he doesn't have ability to put 2 1-drops down, but I don't know if it matters, because my assumption is you're playing, you want to play Karis or Nimi turn 1 if you can, or a Luke on the ground. Like, those are good turn 1 plays, I think. But I would put another
They seem like you'd play them second, right? Because you want to go space and then shove Poe in the space and then play something on the ground.
Well, okay, sure. I'm sorry. Yes, you would, unless you're playing against something that has Blue Leader, Falcon, anything that can kill it right away, or control.
I mean, if you have initiative first, then you're fine.
Yeah. I would have 3 timelies in here, though. I think 3 timelies are needed.
I'd have the Guerrilla Attack Pods in there, because Poe can pilot that.
Yep,
And that's really funny.
That's hilarious, yeah.
Yeah, I would too. Because I actually question whether Wrecker's worth it in this deck. Like, can you get away with not playing Wrecker and just play attack pods? Like,
They're probably the Poe replacements. That'd be my guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, same with Kit's Aether Sprite. Like, I don't think you need 3 of those. My assumption was he had those in there because he didn't have Poes. That was actually my assumption. So that's what those were. Because they don't hit the same, but like they have the Saboteur and they have the ability to dump upgrades, which is what Poe does. So Poe has the ability to get rid of upgrades.
Sure.
So do the Aether Sprites. And he doesn't have Fang Fighters in here at all.
Yeah, I mean, besides the Constables, right?
Yeah. Which I like that better in this deck. I think that's a better call for this deck than the Fang Fighter.
I mean, I always liked Poe as a leader because it's cool that he can just like start jumping ships.
It is. It's a very neat mechanic that just has never really taken off quite a bit. Yeah, this is like a deck I would bring to locals. I think this deck looks fun as hell to play.
Mm-hmm.
So
might not do triple Sudden Ferocity, but I'm sure that's just you're not plotting those out. You're just putting it on something for +3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though I guess when he flips onto a ship, can he play that?
No.
Okay, so it's only when he plays on the
Yeah,
ground.
you're not like deploying him. You're attaching him.
That's what I thought. I just want to make sure because I was like, because that would be kind of crazy. Like, because you could do those things with like Bale and Trench, right? If you
Yeah,
play
but
that.
those are actually deploying the leader.
That's what I'm
Bo's
saying.
attaching.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying is like that's why I wouldn't have Sudden Ferocities probably in the deck, I guess.
I mean, if Poe flips and puts a sudden velocity on himself, that's kind of scary. He becomes like a 7/6 or whatever, right? So that gets kind of scary out of nowhere.
All right, we're gonna move on to Texas. Texas had a Kylo 5 Tarkin Town make top 8 in the PQ, and I kind of like this deck. This is a JJ. This is a JJ deck though, so I will concede the floor and let JJ cover the weird one-off decks. But I kind of want to talk a little bit about some of the choices in this deck because I like the logic and the flow of some of this deck. I don't like the Lon Pikes in this deck. There you go. I'll just say it. I don't think Lon Pike needs to be in this deck. But
Yeah.
anyway, JJ, what is this Kylo 5?
Yeah, definitely interesting list. So we got quite a bit of a control here. So we got 2 Daring Raids, 2 Force Lightnings, 2 Scour the Archives, 2 Heroic Resolves, 2 Infiltrator Skills, 2 Noble Prowess, 3 copies of the Sith Holocron, 2 Snapshot Reflexes, 1 Admiral Mahdi, 1 Karis, 3 Migs Mayfields, only 1 Outer Rim Constable, 3 copies of the Secretive Sage, 3 Tartarus Acolyte, 1 Darth Raven Lightsaber, 3 copies of the Power of the Dark Side, 1 Constructed Lightsaber, 3 Fallen Lightsabers, 1 Jedi Lightsaber, 2 Chanson Dulas, 2 Lon Pikes, 3 Anakin Skywalkers, 2 Ruthless Raiders, 1 Rivals Fall, and then 2 Devastators to finish off the list there. And then on the sideboard, we have an additional Mahdi Constable. 2 copies of Let's Call It War, 2 Felder Dragons, 2 Corellian Hounds, 2 Planetary Bombardments, and 1 Ruthless Raider to round the list there. I almost feel like I would want to main deck the Planetary Bombardment, mainly because you would have the options with the Devastator and the Ruthless Raider. But then again, by the time that actually does come out, are you really winning the game? But I do agree with you. Lon Pike kind of goes out of place with this. You don't have really many options unless you're doing this for the flip for Kylo and hope that you turn him into a General Grievous with all these lightsabers. But it's definitely really interesting so far. I do like the early bit of control they get add on there. It just feels like you have a bit too many upgrades between Heroic Resolve, Infiltrator Skill, and the Prowess. Early on, I guess you can discard those using the ability. But
just dumping and drawing more, right?
Because this deck has 21 units only. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
That's
21
right.
units. This is like weird. That's why I wanted to cover this list because this made top 7 at a larger PQ, and I am a little confused how this works.
It's got 17 upgrades.
And on top of that, it feels like you don't have enough control pieces to help you survive until you get to your turn, right?
I mean, like, who's not killing Migs? That's what I want to know. I want to understand who let this guy play Migs all the whole time. Just kill Migs. Just kill him. He's got 2 health. He can die. Kill Migs.
Oh, I get. There you go. Put Lon Pike's shields on Migs. There you go. Problem
Oh
solved.
my god.
The Revan's lightsabers, I get they're like a 2/2, but like, I think the Traya's Acolyte is the only Sith.
Is
So it's
Kylo not
like-
a Sith?
Kylo's never a Sith.
Then yeah, why would you even have that in there?
So
Yeah.
First Order, yeah. So it's like Kylo's lightsaber might be an interesting replacement for it, right? He's the +1/+3, and you can't be like exhausted, I believe, right? So
Yep.
Yeah.
that might be a lot more useful in my head than like Revan's lightsabers, unless this guy like judged a PQ and he wanted to use the really sick looking judge Revan's lightsabers.
Oh, that's true.
That's my guess.
Yeah, I don't know how this deck. I don't know what you do when you don't draw units in this deck though. So
I mean, you do basically draw an additional card every turn. by dumping out one of your upgrades.
I guess.
But
It's
that's
just
it.
like your guys are two attack. You don't have the force for your one Karish you have. Like Mahdi, you obviously don't want to sacrifice Mahdi. Like,
Yeah, you want him for the flip turn with Kylo.
yeah.
So you can kill him off with the Sith Holocron and ready Kylo back up.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand this deck. It just looked really cool. I like the Scour the Archives. That's actually kind of a neat little addition to the Kylo Tarkin's Hound, right? Because it allows you to, go find something you want to discard for Kylo, I guess. But you have 2 Force Lightnings for the few Force units that you have, right? Like, I don't know.
I mean, Kylo himself's a Force unit.
Sure, but he don't come out till 7 resources, so...
And you're going to be playing a lot of resources with this deck.
Yeah, like, it feels like you have to almost get to, like 10 to 12 resources before you can even come close to winning the game. So, I didn't look at his progression. If this is your deck, I'm not insulting. I will happily have you on the podcast to talk about it, because, like, I think it's an interesting concept for this deck. But, yeah, I'm a little confused on how this deck made it. All right, the next one I think it's their second to last one. We have a Mother Talzin Yellow Force. I brought this on for Sam because it's got Sam's favorite unit in here, and he will never let me live it down. But I guess he's not here. So, Alex, you want to cover the Mother
Yeah,
Talzin
I played Yellow
decks?
Talzin last set. It's a fun deck. So yeah, Yellow Talzin. Triple Greedo, a single emergency powers, triple Hotshot Blaster, triple Krennic, triple Karis, double the Night Sister Warrior, the one that draws your card, triple Secretive Sage, double No Good to Me, triple Darth Treya, triple Elite P-38, triple Shinhati, triple Power of the Dark Side, double Waylay, one Constructed Lightsaber, which is low to me. That's kind of wild. Double Chariot, triple Darth Tyrannus, triple Night Sister Assassin, Talzin's Assassin. Double Cad Bane, which is funny in this deck, because after you debuff things.
Mm-hmm.
A single Liberated by the Darkness, that's basically spend the Force to change a heart. Then double Cad Bane, double Thrawn. In the side, you got the second and third copy of Emergency Powers, double Bamboozle, yet no Anakins. Triple Lurking Phantoms, the second and third copy of Liberated by the Darkness, and a single Rival's Fall, just in case, I guess. Yeah, I like Talzin. I like Yellow Talzin. A little bit different than what you normally see because it doesn't have like the Xian flurries or sneak attacks for the Blue Vaders. This is more like just straight yellow unit control tempo, which is why I would expect like a second constructed lightsaber in there. Definitely better than the third hot shot.
Yeah, you probably don't need any hot shots, I guess. Well, I guess you are playing units, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, especially with like Shinhati.
Mm-hmm.
Having the shield and being like a 6/2 is pretty nasty, as long as they have no negs. And like, I don't hate it for like Talzin herself. I just don't think. I think having a second constructed lightsaber would be better than having triple Hotshot Blaster, or you can just go to 51 and add like a second constructed lightsaber in there.
Yeah.
Or second E-powers, honestly.
I would have the second constructed lightsaber. The emergency powers are fine in the side. I don't think they're necessary. I would have Anakin though in this deck, so like Anakin feels like a really good addition to this deck. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're already reducing a lot of things already. And if you do like the bamboozle thing, you can do like the -3/-3.
I mean, I like the Anakin over the Cads. I like Cad. It makes sense for Cad. I understand it, but maybe Cads belong in the side and Anakin's belong in the main port. I think that's what I would do. And there's no frozen in carbonates, man. So sad.
People don't realize that's a card, other than you and me. I love that card.
Yeah, that card's one of my favorite cards in this whole game, other
We
than
get
Super Laser
Frozen
Blast.
and Carbonite next set.
Yeah, I know.
Spoilers.
Oh. All right. Well, that is all of the decks for tonight. That was kind of fun. We got to go over some new type decks, but we know what you're all waiting for is our conversation on spoilers, because we've got so many bloody spoilers, it's not even funny. Welcome to our spoiler discussion. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the leaders. We'll talk about some of the cards. Now I think we're seeing a little bit more, a little bit better of a circle to understand credit mechanics and different things like that. So I think that's kind of the big thing. We're not going to go in order. How about that? So I will let you guys pick which ones you want. Since Sam's not here, I guess he doesn't get this spoil the Han. Ironically enough. Not that he liked the Han. So, Alex, I'll let you pick the first leader. Who do you want to spoil first?
I really don't care. I'll go with the client. He's the top one over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Good old Werner Herzog. So yeah, you have the client. He's a yellow villainy. As an action, you can exhaust him, and if he created a token in this phase, exhaust an enemy unit. Seems a little slow, but that's fine. An Imperial Official. He flips on 5. He's a 4/4 shielded, which is creating a token. Honestly, he probably works best in like the force decks, right? Because like creating the force is creating a token.
Yep.
But anyways, on attack, if you created a token this phase, exhaust an enemy unit. Yay.
Yeah. This is like C3PO for villains, baby. That's what this is, right?
I guess.
I'm glad you said that. I actually didn't realize that the Force actually counted as a token. My thought
yes.
the client was like a replacement for JTL, like Vader in that style, where you're constantly wanting to create tokens, or something similar to oh my goodness, the Setsu leader with the droids.
Newt Gunray.
The bases. Yeah, Newt Gunray. There you go. We do have already like a lot of great token mechanics that you can use to, or like things to create tokens with. So he will definitely see some play. There's going to be a lot of different things you could use for that. What's sad though is that we're going to lose a lot of the exploits, which would have been great to combo with this. But hey, I mean, it's still something that's going to be fun to play.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like you can put them in like a deck that's really heavy into like shields or experience or like the force or the credits. But the payoff of exhausting a unit, even though it is literally any enemy unit, so if he's out or if he's not out and like they flip their leader or something, that's useful. It just seems a little bit slow for what you're trying to do. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to, once all the cards come out, maybe look at it.
It's exactly like C3PO, and you hate C3PO, so I don't want to hear this. Like, you can't like this guy in any way, shape, or form.
I didn't say I liked him.
You do not like C3PO, and C3PO just requires a exhausted unit to be on the field.
Yeah, a friendly one. It's a board state thing, but like, I didn't say I liked him.
Okay, I don't think that what I think this is going to be good in. I think this will be good in sealed, and that's about it. I don't think this will see much play. So, all right, next one, JJ. Who do you want to spoil next?
We'll go right down the list. We're going to do the only famous Doug in all of Star Wars, and that is Sebulba coming in. Action, discard a card from your deck. A friendly unit gains raid 1 for this phase. It comes out on 4 resources with 2 attack and 5 health. And he has raid 1 and unattack, discard a card from your deck. At glance, doesn't seem like the best stats, especially that he comes out on 4. But there are a lot of discard mechanics so far that we will see in like future cards in here. There's going to be some combo wombos with Sebulba that'll be kind of nice to see how it plays out. This kind of reminds me of that, like a worse version of Kylo Ren from the set 2. But I'm just really disappointed that he didn't come out as a pilot, because he's obviously known for piloting pod racers. So,
Maybe he's only good at piloting the pod racers and not spaceships.
I mean, Why don't we have pod racers in Star Wars Unlimited? I mean, come on.
We do have
We
pod
do.
racers.
Spoilers.
Well, we had pod racers before.
We need more. Then
I don't know. I'm not super excited about this leader.
Unless there's a
personally.
lot of payoff for discarding cards from your deck or playing cards from
Yeah.
your deck or something to that effect. It seems okay.
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
is a mechanic in Magic that works because there's cards that say you could play this card directly from your graveyard. So you get it's like a second hand.
Yeah.
That we don't have that because they're not cool and give me cool mechanics that I would love to have. I guess when all the cards are revealed and we see if there's anything you can play from your graveyard or resurrect from your graveyard, then I will be excited. If not, this guy can. I mean, he's an okay aggro leader, I guess. He's at least has 5 health.
Sure.
But other than that, I'm not super excited about him. All right. Well, I'm going to skip on because I like Emphy's Nest. I think out of the 4, she's the best one that we got. Basically, her ability is when you use an on-attack ability, you may pay 2 and exhaust this leader. If you do, use that ability again. When she flips, she's a 5 cost 3/7 underworld unit. And it says, when you use an on-attack ability, you may use that ability again. Use this ability only once each round. I insanely love static abilities that just trigger whenever you play things and don't have to actually do anything.
Sure.
I think she's a 3/7, which is going to be very good in this new set. I think she'll be good in Sealed and in Premiere too. So I have not gone through all the on attack blah 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 that we have, but my belief is that we will have enough that possibly maybe her leader her leader unit is going to be really really powerful, and maybe the leader side is not going to be quite as powerful. But at the same token, I mean, like some of the on attack abilities are pretty cool. So
Yeah, it's just really expensive early game, so seems like you would use it a lot more after she goes back from being flipped.
Yeah.
I mean, because they release some stuff that are just like, hey, on attack, do damage to a base. That's pretty good. But like, are you gonna use that ability and not play a unit on turn 2, or like rather play a unit on turn 2, especially if they start threatening to attack and kill your units?
yeah,
We'll see.
yeah. I think we'll see. I think you're right. I think we'll see. I think some of the difference too, Alex, will be is like credit token creation and how easy it is. In certain colors, right? Like I know everybody's slating her for bread yellow, but I think that the conversation can be around whether she can fit into like a green to be able to use some of the credit mechanics, or if all credit mechanics are just going to be very yellow based, right? You know,
I mean, you still have to play the cards to get the credits, right? So you're still
Yes.
not using her ability.
sure.
So, sure. I mean, like, depending on how hard they go on the credits, you might use her ability a lot more. We'll see. Maybe there's like a lot of low drops that synergize really well and just go super, super wide on really, really low.
So I think we'll see, but I so far she's not the one I'm most excited about. But I'm kind of happy to be able to play around with her. I think she's going to be a good mid range leader. So, all right. Well, who wants Han Solo?
I'll take Han Solo.
There you go. Tell us about the new Han that we're getting.
Yeah, new Han, yellow heroic. As an action, you exhaust him and defeat a friendly token, and then you deal 1 damage to a unit. He's just an underworld character. He flips on 5. He's a 4/5. He has Saboteur, and on attack, defeat any number of friendly tokens. Deal damage to a unit equal to the number of tokens defeated this way. And as we discussed earlier, JJ, the Force is a token. You can defeat the Force for 1 damage.
Do you know who he looks like? I'm sorry, I'm going to derail. Do you know who this image looks like?
He looks like Cyril from.
No, absolutely not. He looks like Matt Gates. He fucking looks like Matt Gates. He look up Matt Gates. The way the eyebrows are inset, he looks like Matt Gates, who's a horrible person, by the way. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I told you I was going to derail it. I've been waiting this whole time to be able to say that. He looks like Matt Gates.
That's hilarious.
Alex doesn't agree with. I think he's actually. I don't think this is a horrible. Actually, I don't think this is a horrible.
His
Ability.
stats are pretty wild
Yeah.
on a 5 clip.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a
4 or 5
he's
Saboteur pretty nice.
yep, and he has the underworld synergy, right? So
You play in blue and play Armor Fortune. Make about 4-8, or sorry, yeah, a 4-8.
mhm.
But yeah, I mean, again, kind of like with the client, it depends on like how many token generation things you can do. If that ability is going to be super relevant.
It'll be weird to put him in a force deck, right? And have him create force and defeat his force unit that he's not supposed to have anyway because he's not force sensitive. So not very thematic. FFG, thank you. But people have been really down on him. I'm actually not that down on him. I think there's something. I mean, he's a 5 cost 4/5 Saboteur. That's just like that alone is going to be pretty good into this.
You can kill the client and live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And have Armor of Fortune and really live. I don't know. I like him. I think I like him. I I think there's going to be some stuff to play with him. That's my opinion. All right. The next one we have is the Citadel Research Center. JJ, tell us what that base is.
Yeah, so we got the 26 Health Citadel Research Center. It has an epic action for 1 resource, returning friendly resource to its owner's hand. If you do, resource the top card of your deck. Really nice because it's actually a nice way to keep some of your important cards as resources, and then you could just return them for 1 resource. Probably want to just keep track of what you're putting on there. It's pretty easy. It's a nice way to supplement the loss of the smuggle mechanic from set 2 that's getting rotated out, and still having the option to have that without.
You mean when I just like play Palpatine and plot my confidence of victory down, so now I can actually pick it up?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. It just hurts to have only 26 resources or 26 health for this. It just feels like it's a bit too little, but it feels like they're stepping away more and more from that 30 health, or greater than 30 health, bases there. Could be okay. It kind of works like a reverse data vault, right? Because you always have all your cards available to you now that you're resourcing. So if you need something for later on, that's going to help you get an edge on your opponent. You just resource it and then just bring it up later on, so we can play it. Just hopefully have enough resources to play it on that particular turn. So it's a nice little balance there for you to do that. So
I'll tell you what, if you get a hyperspace foil of this base, JJ, you can send it right to me. I will play the hell out of this base. So
all right, cool.
I genuinely like this. I actually love this.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I wish we had more control so that it would make it even better. But
it's in yellow. That's the iffy part.
Hey, we can still play.
If it was like green, ooh, that'd probably be too busted.
I don't know. I'll see. You could play because isn't Krennic green?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could play this with Krennic. I would play this with Krennic. I think actually.
Sure.
Actually, I do genuinely think I would. You could also play this with who's the ambush leader? What's his name? I don't remember what his name is anymore, but. The guy you discard a card and you can ambush the next card you play.
Dryden. I thought you meant
Dryden.
from this set, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I think Dryden and Krennic both pair very well with this base, I think.
Yeah, Dryden yellow would be kind of strange, though.
We'll see. Once rotation happens, maybe it'll be real fun. I mean, I like it. Yeah, the last one that we had, is Canto Bite. And this is just, I picked this one because this has the best artwork, in my opinion, of all of them. But this is the common base that we're going to get in the packs. So it just is a 27 health base that says epic action, play a card from your hand, ignoring one of its aspect penalties.
Whoa. Blue, green, red, or yellow. Not heroic or villainy.
Okay.
Very important distinction.
Okay.
That'd be really busted if it had hero or villainy on there.
I mean, do you pair this with Leia?
We don't know.
Well,
yet.
I mean, like
This
all
is
the common
every-
bases are this.
Yeah, this is just the new common base that you can play now. So if you want to ignore an aspect penalty for the one card you need to play out of aspect, there you go. Now you can do it for 3 health. So, all right, let's move on to some of the actual cards. I know Alex is excited. I know Alex is very excited about a couple of these, and I wish we had gotten these. God, I hope we get an Aphra. That's all I can say. Give me an Aphra,
Right.
baby.
Yeah.
Jay or Alex, what card do you want to spoil first?
I mean, I got to go with 000, right? He's 000.
Okay. Yeah.
See, they said they're excited about 2 of these fan favorites. I bet it was BT1 and 000.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
on the
sure.
record for that. Alrighty, so glad to be semi-correct, probably. Anyways, 000, baby. He's a 4/4 for 3 red villainy. He's an underworld and a droid. And on attack, you may put a red card from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck. If you do, deal 1 damage to each enemy base. Each, baby. Twin Suns. Also a 4/4 for 3.
Yeah, this is like the new Grievous, right?
Mhm.
With better
Yeah.
ability.
Yeah, with
actual
actual ability.
relevant ability.
Or like a Knight of Red. But
Mhm.
unique and with ability.
I love the artwork, just seeing. Like, I really like. I'm sorry, like I have an affinity to the Aphra stuff. Like that's like
You're just very into torture, that's all.
a little bit probably, yeah. So, and I like that we got an evil C-3PO. So
Yeah.
now I just need my AP5. Give me an AP5 droid unit, and
Oh, yeah.
I will be super
We
excited.
have the 3 villainy ones, right? We have HK, we have 000, we have Chopper. They all kill things.
Yeah.
It's great.
All I can say is that I understand Piat, like there's gonna be some rotation for some of the Piat stuff, but like now Piat can play the droid stuff with these guys, right? And
Yeah, I don't think the droid package that he's playing actually rotates out,
I think some of it does, but not a lot of it.
right? Because like the Imperial Dark Troopers don't, HK doesn't, Dark One probe droids don't.
Mhm.
So
Just the Vipers do, and I think
no, the Vipers don't because they came out last set as well.
oh, did they? Oh, okay,
Yeah, or this set.
I don't know.
So
He might be able to play stuff that like I would play this unit a 3/4 on the ground. Like I'll take this, thank you.
but also speaking of Dryden Voss, 000 throwing the cards that you threw out back into your deck for more damage seems pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
especially because you can ambush him out. He should be able to kill whatever first turn play they played,
Yeah, like I get to do 5 damage to you. You know.
right? If you discard a red card, wipe out their first turn play, and then you deal 1 damage to their base.
Oh man, that's really dirty actually,
Mm-hmm.
because you can. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Stop telling people the secret tech, Alex. Stop it. JJ, tell us about BT1. What is this Blastomech gonna do for us?
So this is the villainy R2D2 coming in at 2 costs with 2 attack and 4 health with Underworld and Droid. Reads on attack, discard a card from your deck. If it's a red card, you may deal 1 damage to a ground unit. Definitely really good to pair with 000. So just put that card right back into your deck. And actually, you probably could just run like a double red deck with these 2, and you'd be fine.
No, you can't. There's no reason to run a double red deck, JJ. We're
Unless
not gonna
they
have
reprint aggression.
okay, fine. If they give us aggression back, then that's a whole different conversation. We can have if they give us the double aspect ones back and they don't change, that's a whole different we will do an emergency podcast where I will just sit here and be insanely excited and like controls back on the table, baby. I'm gonna mill you. I'm gonna mill Sam. I'm not gonna mill anyone else, just Sam.
Well, if he ran 000, then he wouldn't be milled out as much.
Nope, that's very true.
That's what you have to tell him.
I like that they combo together too. I think that's actually really neat that they
Yeah.
did that.
Keeping that R2D2 C3PO analogous synergy.
All right, the next one we have is another Fetz fire spray because we
Well, they
didn't have
can't
enough
print the
of
real
them.
name.
Yeah, well, not anymore. They can't. So it is a 6-cost villainy only 4/6 underworld vehicle transport. It comes in with ambush, and when the attack ends, If the defending unit was defeated, you can create a credit token. Seems pretty good, I guess. It's a little expensive for a 4-cost ambush.
It is an ambush. You are doing 4 damage. It will live through the ambush. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
It doesn't seem bad. The art's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, art is pretty rad.
So the one question I do have, and my guess is that I know the answer. The answer is you still get the credit token, but because it says when the attack ends, it doesn't say if you live. It just says if
it completes it.
It just needs to be completed, right? So you just have to. It
doesn't say it. Like
Yes.
he needs to complete the attack, so you will get the credit token.
Yeah, no matter what. So even if you ambush into something big, kill it, and you still get to keep the damn credit token.
Yep.
So basically, you're paying 5 for it. You have to own 6 resources, but you get a credit token back. So.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, presumably you're playing a deck with a fair bit of credits, so you're gonna play this on 4 resources, and then it would actually be able to be a lot more relevant for things that have 4 health.
The irony is this kills the other Fet's Fire Spray if you play
true.
it. So there you go.
Hey, Highlanders.
But it costs 2 more, though.
Not if I got
Use
credits.
That's true.
And I'm getting a credit back for killing the stupid thing too. I like it. I do actually. I do like this. I actually like this ship, but.
So what's it's Underworld, right? So well, I mean, I guess it already has ambush, right? So you don't really need Jabba, but you can spend that credit token if you ambush out with Fast Fire Spray to return it back to hand and create a credit token. So it's like a weird free money loop there.
Yeah,
at the cost of not having a unit on the board.
Yep. Just hey, it's good for control, right? This is my new control unit. There you go. Look at that.
By endlessly ambushing Fast Fire Spray.
Yeah. Put a spaceship down. Come on, I dare you.
Space is lava. That's what they say.
All right, let's move on to the next card. Alex, which card do you want out of these 3?
Oh, I'll take Rio, I guess. He's got arms.
For days.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got a Rio Durant. And it's not a leader this time, so we might be played. It is a 2/5 for 4 yellow-blue. It's an Underworld, and when played, you may return a non-leader unit that costs 3 or less to its owner's hand. Then its owner may play it for free, and it gains shielded. For that phase. Only for that phase. I would love to shove this in a DJ deck, let me tell you that.
Yeah, see, this probably pairs very well with DJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, very, very well. This probably pairs well with DJ. This could be...
I'm pretty sure, a 3-costing unit can capture the Rio, or a 2-costing unit or whatever, right? You could just play the second turn and just have them out. Shielded 2/5.
That seems
you get the one played for the DJs. Right, because you get the one played. You do the capture first, but you still get the one played. So if you bounce the unit that captured Rio, Rio's safe, but also the unit that captured Rio gets replayed for shield.
Yeah, so you basically get to play another card for free, right?
Kind of, yeah. In a roundabout way. But it's cool, it's interesting. It doesn't, say your own unit. So I guess you could use it to out something if something crazy happened and it's way out of control because someone emergency powered their Owen or something,
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you'd want... I don't think that anybody would do that to their Owen, but, I mean...
It happened to me on Monday.
Okay.
Really? The emergency powered Owen?
Oh, yeah, the emergency powered for 7 or 8.
Oh, man, that's great.
Yeah, I just played Feld the Dragon, so that didn't work out well. But, sometimes it happens. It was a Gar Saxon deck, too, so, it was a mean Owen.
That's
all right. Next, JJ.
We got to cover Ezra Bridger coming in at 4 health. Spectre 6, I love the artwork on this, actually. It's pretty dope. So he comes in with a blue, green, and heroic aspect with 4/5 Force Rebel Inspector. Comes in with grade 1, and when played, you may heal 2 damage from a unit. If you control a red or yellow unit, you may heal 4 damage from a unit instead. Definitely nice, especially if you have a good supply of like sentinel pieces to like constantly like run that buffer through them. I like pairing this actually. I can see this going really well with Chirrut with the Force, being able to just have that block on the ground and being able to use Ezra to constantly, or at least when he plays, to help heal that unit later on, just so you could keep that wall piece there with the Force coming in. So this one's going to see some play. Definitely will work well. And Kanan deck as well, just another Spectre unit to get a shield. It's going to be pretty nice to have this one.
Hey JJ, what if you're playing like a Satine Force deck, so you can routinely just heal the chair at 2 damage, and then also play Ezra to heal it more?
That's pretty nice, actually. I like that. That's
A Chariot that heals for 4 every turn. Now that's a wall.
Ooh.
I gotta ask a weird question. So like I know Leo has been very popular this set in limited.
Mm-hmm.
Does she go bonkers next set because of the fact that like you're gonna always have something to disclose if you're running some of these multicolor cards?
I feel like she's more limiting, right? Because they can't share the same aspect as a card on the board.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if you have Ezra down, you can't reveal a blue, green, or heroic card. I mean, or neutral card that you can't do anyways. So it gets a little bit iffy. But if you're running like a pure rainbow deck, maybe. If you're just running Leia and a ton of specters.
Yeah, maybe it's just we're too far ahead on that, but like it's just I just wonder because like you're gonna have the ability to disclose extra weird things that you wouldn't normally before. So I don't know. All right, the next one we have is an upgrade called Fulcrum. If you don't know what Fulcrum is, Google it for Christ's sake, Alex.
It's Ahsoka. That was her name in X-Wing.
She's not the only Fulcrum.
Oh, wow.
It's partially true, yes.
Well, then I don't know.
All right, it is a 5-cost green heroic upgrade attached to a non-vehicle. Thank God. Attached unit gains the rebel trait, and each other friendly rebel unit gets +2/+2, and it's rebel itself, ironically enough, and it is +2/+2 upgrade. I think it's okay. It feels expensive, to be perfectly honest with you, but I guess we don't have upgrade removal the same way we used to, so...
Oh, yeah, the Outer Rim Constables.
That's it. I don't think they reprinted the Disabling Fang Fighter, so...
I mean, they did, but I don't think in this rotation group.
Nope.
Hey, JJ, you know what's something really silly you can do with Fulcrum?
What?
You can attach it to Queen Amidala, and then Queen Amidala also has the Rebel trait, so all your Rebels can decoy for her.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's dope. Oh, man, that's great.
Now, if there's only a way that we could play this for cheap out of our discard pile, that would be even better.
If only we could play it for cheap, because credit tokens exist in this game.
Yeah.
Sure. Like I said, that's a niche situation. Outside of that, I think I don't know how much I like it, but I mean, if you're gonna have this would probably go pretty hard on like a Cassian in a Cassian green deck. So you could play that. Then when you flip him,
Jyn Erso super cares about rebels, right?
Mm-hmm. I like this. I love the Hera face in this. Just so you know, that's my favorite. She is very frowny, and then there's Chopper, and I can already hear what Chopper's saying in the background.
Committing some sort of war crime.
Yes, and that's why she's annoyed.
But yeah, I mean, it seems interesting. It really, it feels kind of like Figure of Unity, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
At least it doesn't require you to be ready, or else that'd be kind of a pain.
That'd be worse. So, all right, let's move on to the next set. Alex, which one do you want out of this one?
I mean, I guess I have to go with my boy Forlom, right?
Yeah,
He's
the
devious.
weird droid bug.
Well, it's the body of C-3PO protocol droid, but they affixed a different head to it. That's actually what it is. But yeah, we got another Forlom to go with the other random Zuckuss that we got last set. Forlom, he's a 5-costing green-yellow villainy. He's a 4/5. He's an underworld droid bounty hunter. And when played, you may attack with a friendly bounty hunter unit. Even if it's exhausted, it can't attack bases for this attack. I believe that also includes himself. So, at the very worst, you have another 4-line that kind of ambushes. But if you're going for like a bounty hunter synergy deck, that seems pretty cool. And green yellow, I don't know, but I do love 4-lam. He's fun.
Yeah.
And like dogfight on a stick is kind of interesting to me.
It's very weird. Yeah, I don't know. Would you play this for more like out of aspect? Like if you're not running a green yellow deck, do you play this still?
Don't think so.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of the bounty hunters tend to be yellow already.
True.
So might be interesting.
Yeah. All right, JJ, tell us one of the next ones. We're seeing some of this Rebel, except for it ain't green, but we're seeing Rebels. So
Yeah. Now we're going to go with Baze Malbus. He's a 7-cost blue-red heroic aspect with 6 attack, 8 health rebel. Comes with Sentinel. And when 1 or more damage is healed from this unit, you may deal that much damage to a unit. Pretty decent stats for 7 costs. I just feels like he comes out a bit late for him to be super impactful, I think. But I still have like all the pre-rotation cards in my head, like still swirling around or what could deal with this. Post-rotation, probably a little bit stronger.
I want him in my Jabba deck. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Can I have him in my Jabba deck, please?
Definitely really good, especially if you can play like a Ezra Bridger, like right behind him, and just deal stuff. Is there self-damage dealing mechanics right now with the new set?
Not that I can immediately think of for like payoffs and stuff.
The reason I ask is man, this would be golden in like a Han 2 deck, right? Because you deploy him cheaper, you put 2 damage on him, and then like heal him with a different card effect and immediately deal damage out. But we're not gonna add Han anymore. But I don't know. I feel like there's some combo that could work really well with this. That could possibly do some work there. I mean, right next to it, we got Chirrut, but he comes out before Baze. But like, I feel like there could be something to it. I don't know. I would have to play around a little bit more. I still think it's a decent card so far. I don't know if it's going to be an auto include for like red blue decks.
So here's some weird mind knowledge stuff. So Repair was reprinted in JTL. And that's blue, so you can heal up to 3 and do that. Nala Say in Secrets, this set, on attack, you can disclose 2 to heal up to 4 among units. And if you want to get real obscure, in the intro battle Hoth, they have a card called Recovery. It costs 3, but you can heal 5 from the unit. And I believe that is the highest amount you can heal from Baze. Without like playing Eternal having the redemption. That is the one that I can think of that is the highest heal from a unit card.
That's crazy. Heal 5, do 5 damage. All right.
Sure, it costs 3.
That's fine.
And it's only from a unit. Repair is a little bit more versatile being from a base or a unit. And now let's say is a little bit more versatile because it could be from any number of units up to 4. So you also lose out on like it binds all things because that's being rotated out. But they might have some more. I mean, like Azeroth, obviously, as you mentioned, would heal 4 from them.
Or the next card, ironically enough, Chirrut, who is obviously designed to play with him, who is now a Saboteur, which will be absolutely hilarious when we get these in mirror matches and you have to play against them. He is a 6-cost blue-red hero, 8/6 rebel.
8/6 for 6,
with Saboteur on top of that.
Relevant ability.
Yep, and when the attack ends, if this unit dealt combat damage to your base, you can heal 4 damage from another unit, and it's inconsequential what unit it is. So if you want to heal a great unit, you could do that. You can heal it from a leader, or you can heal it from Baze.
Yep, just not Chirrut himself.
Yep. Why that card's not a legendary is beyond me, because that card is dope, man. An 8/6 force. He's a
Saboteur.
force too, or he's a force too.
And a rebel.
Yeah,
Which is also relevant.
yeah. Can you imagine having Fulcrum out and playing him, and then now he's a 10/8? Like, what the hell will you do against a 10/8 without a Rival's Fall or a Fell the Dragon? Nothing. You don't do anything.
So, in like the lore of Star Wars, doesn't he like not have the Force? Like he's not Force
He is.
sensitive.
Force
He just-
sensitive?
He is.
I thought he just really believes in the Force.
Mm-mm.
He is force sensitive. He just can't wield the force. Think like,
Like Finn.
kind of, yeah, like Finn. Just
Because
probably
to
like
me,
a
he's like
Finn.
Zahir from Avatar, is what I picture. Where it's
So,
just like, wow.
so you're, yeah, that's a
It's
perfect.
just, he just
analogy.
really believes in it enough that, like, sure, why not?
I don't know. I like the subtext for the two cards because the guy at Blaze says good luck and he says I don't need luck.
I don't
and that's
know.
like-
yeah, that's great. I did
It's
see that.
so iconic. So very FFG. These are very well balanced cards. I think.
FFG loves Chariot and Baze,
Yes.
especially
Yes.
together.
Just not an next one.
Ooh, can you imagine an Eternal deck with Turret Leader and these guys in it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Give him one
Are
out.
we allowed to start talking Eternal? Can we just like play Eternal? Like, do we have to even bother and play Premiere anymore? Can we just play Eternal for the rest of our lives? All right, let's move on to the next ones. We have a couple of different looking ones. One's got a very curious looking senator.
Sure. But speaking of Finn,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna go with Finn. He's fun. He's a 6/5 for 6, yellow blue. Oddly enough, not heroic. He has resistance. He has ambush. Again, 6/5 ambush for 6. And on attack, you may give a shield token to a non-unique unit.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah, it seems fine. Especially if it's like playing in like blue yellow Qui-Gon, where you can ambush something out, give something a shield, pop them back up, do it again next turn. Trying.
Or DJ,
Yeah, well,
let me ambush into something. Do you have to live to be able to be put underneath your guy?
you can't like capturing happens first.
Oh, you're killing my vibe. That's
You still get the one played, but like ambush like requires your unit to be out. So you can't like DJ it.
sad. Oh well. All right, let's move on. JJ, what's the next one?
It's your favorite leader.
Actually, I've been playing the pilot deck a little bit. It's pretty fun. So we got 5 cost Rose Tico. Now it's worth it with yellow and heroic aspect. It's a 5/5 resistance tag, and it says if you control a non-unique unit, this unit enters play already. Could be pretty good actually. There's a lot of great like regular non-unique units that you can play. Which allows you to play her and have her come in ready and be ready to strike with a 5/5. Pretty good strike or pretty good stat line for her to deal some damage and survive until the next turn. So yeah, pretty good. Actually, I would think. Does Cassian's ability only affect rebels?
No, it's just units that dealt damage to the base.
Yeah, then I think I would actually have her in a Cassian deck as well, because she could come in ready, deal damage, and then go immediately into hidden status with Cassian. I will definitely consider her in there for sure.
I don't know. I kind of like her too. I think this is kind of like that Corellian Hounds that we had, except for she's in yellow. I do like the 5/5/5 stats. Like I like that it's well rounded. I think we'll see. I guess if you can't control units, she's worthless. But if you're gonna have a lot of units out on the board, I think this. I mean, it's got to be hero, but I mean this feels good in Sabay. How about that? I'll just tell you that right now.
Yeah, I mean, like anything that enters in ready, mostly inconsequentially. Like it's not super hard to have a generic unit out there. Seems pretty okay.
All right, we're moving on to Bix. We got Bix. She's a 4-cost, 4/5 fringe unit. When played on attack, you may discard a credit token from your hand. Or credit. You may discard a card from your hand, and if you do, create a credit token. So there you go. There's the when played that you could then pay 1 to create another credit token. I don't know, with Memphis Nest, maybe. All right, you're not going to do that, but
Don't want a hand. Don't need a hand.
I don't know. It's okay. It's credit token creation. So if we're gonna have lots of cards in our hand and we don't need to, or if I have a graveyard mechanic of some weird way, shape, or form, I get graveyard mechanics. She is gonna be my favorite person to play.
Yeah, I'm always iffy about cards that discard cards from your hand.
Yeah,
like Bale. So it's like, why is it all in yellow? There's not a lot of card draw in yellow.
All right.
You just put it with Sebulba and have no cards in your hand.
Yeah, there you go. Opponent can't spark me if I have no cards. They can't Sabe ability me if I have no cards in hand.
That's true, but I can discard your cards from your deck, but not your hand.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Right. Let's move on. We got a couple more to go through for the night. Alex, what one do you want?
Oh, I know which one you want, so I'm going to go with from a certain point of view. Which is one of the stupidest phrases ever uttered in Star Wars, but that's regardless. It is a 1-cost, no aspect card, and it is play a card from your hand, ignoring its aspect penalties. So,
that actually seems pretty good, right?
Yes, incredibly. I'm glad it's like just neutral. It is, 3 times a game. If you're putting 3 of them in your deck, you are Agent Callus. Yeah. I think it helps immensely in sealed and limited.
Oh yeah, like if you're drafting,
it makes your deck actually work.
You don't ever get rid of that card. You always take that card, right?
And it's a common, so that's good. Yeah. And the art's pretty sick.
Yeah, I actually really like. I think it was Sam, the one that was kind of like saying this was a dumb card. Who was it? I don't remember who. Somebody was,
but like it's a super necessary card to have.
Yeah, like this feels like an amazing card. So I will buy all the hyper foils for this card. Thank you.
This is. I'm pretty sure FFG actually play tested this game because this card is this thing.
All right, yeah, JJ.
It really. I was gonna say, what I love about the art on this is that it literally depicts the part that actually justifies, from a certain point of view, like the line for Obi-Wan. Like that's
all right, that's fair enough. That's fair. I forgot about that. I haven't watched that show in a while. Man, I gotta put that back on rotation.
That episode today on during work. So yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm gonna cover Fear and Dead Men. So it's 7 tactic. Is that the one you wanted?
Yes.
Jin all day. Okay, so I'll jump to Jin then. I'll give you Fear and Dead Men. So it's a 2-cost Jin Urso. Take the next chance. Coming with green, yellow, and heroic. 2/2 rebel. And when played, either give an experience token to a unit or exhaust the unit. Pairs really well actually with that leader that we saw before. That lets you with Memphis Nest. That lets you do the
double on attack. That doesn't make sense because it's the one played.
Yeah, it's the one. Oh yeah, you're right. It's on attack, not one played. You're right. But still, I mean, for 2/2, you can give an experience token to a unit, which she can give to herself, making her a 3/3 for 2, which is pretty good. And or exhaust the unit, especially if like an attack is come in. She basically is a pseudo Leia for this particular set.
It's a Battlefield Marine or Leia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you could choose.
And it's
a versatility for sure.
It's any unit too, so like seems pretty good to hold on to when their leader flips.
Yep, exactly. Really good.
I love this card actually. This is definitely one of my favorite cards right now. Besides the artwork is actually pretty cool too, but I don't know. I've always played Leia in my decks, so like I love Leia. I think Leia is like one of the best like set 1 cards that they made that felt fair and balanced. This one feels like we're getting a decent replacement for it. So, all right, the big card. Do you know where this comes from, JJ? Where that saying comes from?
Fear and Dead Men? No, I'm not familiar with it.
Okay, so it's
comic.
It's from the comic from
Is
the
it
one of the. This is a 7-cost red villain tactic, Fear and Deadman. This was amazing in Destiny. Just so you know, like there is playmat art, which I hope to God we get that playmat art again, because you could only get it if you won like basically like a planetary qualifier back then. You did the actual playmat itself still goes for like, I don't know, like $200-300 if you have. Bobby Sapphire has one of these, so if he wants to donate it to me, I'll happily take it, Bobby. Hint, Bobby. I love Vader. Like, if y'all don't know, I like Vader and stuff like that. But anyway, this card costs 1 less to play for each card discarded from your hand this phase. You may deal 4 damage to each enemy ground unit. This pairs super well, obviously, with Vader, because you can play this on Vader's flip.
Yep.
You could discard and play this for free. It is amazing. It is like a mini, I'm going to deal damage board wipe to you. It's like bombing run on steroids, kind of. I love this card. I like this card. I feel this card is super, super amazing. Even outside of Vader, like I think this card is amazing. Like we talked last week with Sam a little bit about the Vader discard cards combo with aggressive negotiation, and then you have this card that you can discard cards and still have this card and like just wreck things. So I don't know. You guys can comment. Yeah, I don't need to keep talking. Somebody tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, it works well with Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does say from hand, right? So it doesn't work with things that discard your deck, like Saboba.
Yes.
So that is also worth mentioning.
Yes. You don't play this with Saboba.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like,
you're dead by that resource,
discard
sir.
from hand and not discard from deck. That could be a thing.
True. Yeah, I don't know. I like this card graveyard type mechanics, and this kind of like helps fill that niche. I love this card. This card's my favorite.
You love it because of the moment from the comic.
I do, yes. Yes, I do. I do. And I hope to God we get him. If we get a mat, I'm buying that mat. There you go. If they have that mat, I will buy 2 of those mats and give one away on stream. There we go. That's how much I like this mat and this card. And
I could Temu a mat of it.
we could. Let's see if we get an official one first. But I do
pay $6 for a mat.
Yeah, I would. I love this mat. So I could get high res art for this too. So anyway, that's enough for tonight. Those are all the spoilers that we have. We will have more spoilers next week. Coming at you. We will talk a little bit about the limited PQ. We're going to be doing a small sealed discussion where we'll do like a small sealed build on stream next week. And we will talk through that. So hopefully you'll find that interesting and want to come back. If you have not, please like, subscribe, help us get to 1,000 subs on YouTube. Please.
We're close.
Please help us get there. So if you aren't, share with your friends. Tell them even if they don't like us, just sub and turn notifications off.
Fraud. It's fine.
Well, that's not fraud. That's a fraud would be if I
Paid
I don't even know.
bot
Yeah,
farms.
well, there you go. If you paid the bot farms to do it, there you go. Which I don't even know how to do. So, anyway, with that being said, thank you all. Have a good night, and we will see you on the flippity flop.
Have a great night, everybody.
Thanks for listening.